Peaceful Elite, or called Peacekeeper Elite, is a popular mobile battle royale game developed by Tencent Games, which is a famous Chinese internet company. It's a Chinese version of international game known as PUBG Mobile, which is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. The game features a battle royale mode where players are dropped onto a map and must compete to be a last player or team standing. Players scavenge for weapons and equipment while trying to stay within a shrinking safe zone. The game is known for its realistic graphics, diverse gameplay modes, and team-based cooperation. It has attracted a large player base in China and is one of the most popular mobile games in the country. In today's video, we'll be exploring components elements in battle royale games, using game Peaceful Elite as our main example,
and also discuss the relationship between the real world and the game. Whether it's for a complex game or a single game, game mechanics are fundamental to a game's operation. Mechanics are the rules, the real heart of the game, the interactions and connections that remain after all visual aesthetics, technical implementation, and storytelling have been stripped away.
Game elements are one of the most important tools for enriching game mechanics. Many scholars have effectively classified these elements. Horvath classified game elements into three main categories, which are dynamic elements, mechanism elements, and compositional elements. Firstly, dynamic elements implicit compared to the explicit rules. Dynamic elements include constraints, which refers to the fact that the game through its limitations gets the players to make choice and make sense in the context of the game and give further feedback. Dynamic elements also include emotions, which include joy, accomplishment, a sense of achievement, and so on. In addition to these, narratives, progression, and team relationships are also included in this section. Next are the mechanics elements. These elements are used to drive further player behavior and include challenges, opportunities, competition, cooperation, resource collection, reverse, trading, and rotating roles, and so on. Finally, there are the component elements that are the most interesting and unique and aesthetically pleasing. Component elements are most easily perceived as points, medals, levels, skins in games, props, and so on. A battle royale game is a kind of video game that combines elements of survival, exploration, and combat. The defining characteristic of battle royale game is that a large number of players, typically ranging from dozens to hundreds, are pitted against each other in a last player standing competition. The key features of the battle royale games include large player count, map and safe zone, scavenging, last person standing, solo or team-based, and battle royale mechanics. Large player count means many players join a single match, and the goal is to outlast and outperform all others. Map and safe zone means players are placed on a map which often becomes smaller over time, creating a safe zone that forces a player into closer proximity. Players outside the safe zone gradually lose health. Scavenging means players must scavenge for weapons, ammunition, equipment, and supplies within the game world. The availability of items is random, and the players need to make strategic choice about what to pick up. Last person standing means the objective is to be the last player or team remaining in the game. Eliminating opponents and staying with a safe zone are crucial for success. Solo or team-based means many battle royale games offer the both individual and team-based modes. Players can choose to play alone or in a team with friends or other online players. Battle royale mechanics means, in addition to the core battle royale mode, these games may feature various weapons, vehicles, consumables, and building elements to add depth and strategy to the gameplay. This kind of game has gained significant popularity due to its competitive and suspenseful nature, making it a favorite among gamers for both casual play and esports competitions. The key mechanics of this game including dropping in, battle royale gameplay, weapons and equipment, inventory management, team play, vehicle usage, graphics and realism, in-game events and challenges, ranking system, and macro-transactions. The component elements in this game are really interesting. In the game Peacekeeper Elite, there are various types of items, including weapons, equipment, and consumables. Firstly is weapons. The game features various types of firearms, such as rifles, submachine guns, sniper's rifles, shotguns, and pistols. Each weapon has different performance characteristics, and players can choose based on their playstyle and strategy. For example, M416 assault rifles has strong stability, easy to fan, and offers high damage. It can be equipped with various attachments. The other one is the AK rifles, which is used as a close combat weapon, excels in accuracy and bullet firing speed. Although it has significant recoil, this isn't a concern in close quarter combat. When aiming at a large target, it can quickly take down the enemy. The M762 is a close combat weapon, which has high damage and fast killing potential. For sniper rifles, we recommend to use 98K sniper rifles, which is known for its high damage and precise shooting ability. There are also medical supplies with different functions in the game. Medkit is the best item in the game for health restoration, as it can instantly restore a player's health to 100%. It can be used immediately when taking damage. It's a rare item. It's worth noting that the medical kit occupies a large backpack capacity. Medical bag is a regular recovery item that helps the player regain some of their health after an injury. Bandages are the most basic items for health restoration, but compared to the medkit and medical bag, they can only restore a small amount of health with each use. Energy drinks are also important medical supplies. The primary function of energy drink is not also to restore health, but rather to temporarily boost movement speed, enhancing our mobility. For example, you can drink one when you are outside the safe zone or during the final stage to increase your agility when switching cover. Adrenaline syringe can rapidly restore a player's health and increase movement speed. It's a relatively rare item. A projectile used for attack and cover. Players can use projectiles such as grenades, flash grenades, and smoke grenades to disrupt enemies or create opportunities for escape. There are various vehicles, such as cars, motorcycles, and boats, that the players can use to move faster and adjust their position. In some special moves, armored vehicles, helicopters will be limited in the map. Players can collect a variety of equipment, including helmets, armor, backpacks, muzzle attachments, scopes, and more. The equipment can improve the player's survival ability and combat effectiveness. These devices tend to have 3 levels. The higher the level, the stronger the defense. For example, the 3-tire pack has the largest capacity. The 3-tire helmet can effectively reduce head damage, and the 8-fold mirror allows the player to see the enemy further away. The design of architectural elements in the map also contributes a lot to the fun of the game, with some game moves allowing players to build structures such as walls, stairs, and shelters to provide cover and tactical advantage. The ability to use these items in combination with each other provides the player with maximum freedom within the limited design of the game itself. Players can choose their weapons according to their own preferences and match them with other components, such as muzzle stabilizers, lenses, sights, and so on. The limited and the rarer props and vehicles also enhance the competitive atmosphere of the game. For example, if there are only 4 helicopters in a map, many players will jump directly to its location and fight for the helicopters. The variety of these props and the player's ability to select the appropriate equipment and weapons, as well as the use of strategy and skill, are key to the success of the game. The management and the use of props is critical to the gaming experience, as players must compete in an ever-shrinking safe zone and battle other players for victory.
Now we will talk about how the game related to the real world.
Firstly, the game incorporates many elements from real life into its gameplay. In China, to celebrate the Lunar New Year of Rabbit, Peaceful Elite integrated Jiangnan Gardens into game worlds as early as the end of last year, introducing a Spring Festival garden version with Chinese characteristics.
Oh, is that new event mode?
Behind these Asian-style gardens lies the ingenuity and insight of Peaceful Elite. The cultural charm of Jiangnan Gardens combined with the essence of Spring Festival, contrasts with the rugged style of island maps in the game, bring a fresh festival touch. With the garden scenery, Peaceful Elite used festival decorations to highlight the lively atmosphere of New Year, allowing players to experience a Jiangnan-style Chinese New Year. In addition to this New Year garden, players can discover that Peaceful Elite incorporates all auspicious elements into the gameplay, using digital technology to create an immersive New Year experience for players. From clocking in at the coil jumping over the Dragon Gate, to riding paper cats, and even traditional activities like collecting New Year painting for blessings. Having the New Year's Eve dinner and defeating the Nian monster, Peaceful Elite has it all. With the auspicious implications behind these traditional customs, Peaceful Elite sends New Year blessings to players and further makes connection between the game's victory symbol of winning game and Spring Festival auspicious gift giving. This case shows that, in addition to a well-crafted game setting, a cultural base that is attractive and sympathetic to player is also crucial. At the same time, the props and special tasks added to the activities can further enrich the fun of the game. The second point of connection between the game and real life is reflected in its commercialization value. PEL is the highest level professional league, officially organized by Peaceful Elite. Full name is Peaceful Elite League. Compared with the tactical competitive game class of end-to-end game and hand game competition, the most important thing to say is that the hand game will be more fast-paced, compared to the need to spend time to start the PC endgame matches, to give the audience more points of interest and a sense of tension and excitement. In order to further explore its own sports attributes, PEL draw on traditional sports programs and introduced for the first time in League the gaming heart rate monitoring technology, which records the heart rate movements of the players in real time. The introduction of the game monitoring system makes the whole process clearly visible. Each heart rate change of the players will be presented in real time in front of the audience, and when the players complete exciting kills or mistakes, the heart rate is supplemented to make the presentation effect more three-dimensional. Through this, a more realistic feedback on the game screen and the competitive process is obtained. The offline competition is usually set up with a certain amount of prize money, and tickets are sold to the public to attract fans of the game to watch.
The game's full-featured settings and elements allow different kinds of brands and organizations that can collaborate. The product itself sufficiently open-world and rich in elements. As a tactical competition product, the game has a huge map with many different landscapes and sceneries, characters, costumes, weapons, carriers, and other elements, thus providing enough creative space for this product. The product is made by making real-life things into in-game elements and putting them online. At the same time, some activities are set up offline to present the game elements. Peaceful Elite tries to make use of three aspects of the game, namely technology, trend, and social responsibility, including linking up with Tesla, the Kringle Group, and McDonald's, as well as cooperating with Chinese National Astronomical Magazine and the Institute of Oceanography of Chinese Academy of Sciences in a project to popularize science. Thirdly, the Peaceful Elite has set up virtual AI character to appear as a spokesperson. Peaceful Elite's AI spokesperson, Jilly, served as a Peace Elite Snow and Ice Sports Promotion Ambassador during the Winter Olympics, and as a singer in CCTV's May 1st Youth Special Program, New Youth in 2022. And now she has been invited to be the keynote speaker for seeing her in the world of gaming. and has become the world's first digital person to attend United Nations Women's activities. During the Winter Olympics, Jilly also served as a snow sports promotion ambassador for Peaceful Elite, appearing on Tencent's Winter Olympics special program, winning the battle for ice and snow. This is all about today. Thanks for your watching.